Happy New Year's. 2020 is almost behind us, although I think majority of us know that 2021 is not going to be no bowl of cherries. It is roughly around 6:12 p.m. here on the East Coast. Coming to you from a different location. I have a little bit of a different format tonight. Usually, driving, or I'm at my office, or multitasking, doing other things. I'm actually coming to you from one of my secret bug out locations that nobody really knows about except for my family. And there is no snow outside, but it is pretty cold and underground. I guess pretty much that's the only thing that I will say towards that. Anyways, I'm doing a bit of a different format tonight. Let's talk about 2020 for a second. 2020 has been absolutely chaotic. COVID, the election, the stealing of the election, and COVID, food shortages. Now you have this whole new mutant strain, which is what supposedly started in England. I thought I heard them say on the radio or the TV one day. And right up until earlier on, I know they had 2 cases, one in California and one in Colorado. And I actually have a tablet here with me. So if you see me looking down, it's pretty much that's what I'm reading. Instead of trying to memorize everything and ad-lib everything, going off the top of my head, I thought that I would actually have the literature here in front of me. Earlier on, I was reading the different news headlines, and prior to actually making this video, I was reading over, thinking about what exactly I really wanted to convey and what I wanted to say. COVID is not over by any stretch of the imagination. You have the COVID shot now, the vaccine. Will I be getting it? No, I will not. I don't trust it. I don't trust the different information that I've read about it, and different people that I know of that have actually had the vaccine and the side effects they have had. I won't take it. I'm not interested in it. I saw one thing earlier on this afternoon where supposedly the US government estimated that they would have 20 million people vaccinated at this point in time with the vaccine. Personally, I think they were smoking something. If you are like me and you're a like-minded individual, why are we going to get a shot when it is unproven? It's been pushed out. It's for emergency use only, hasn't even been fully studied by the FDA, hasn't really gained their approval. I don't trust it. I won't take it until there's more research on it. It's a very scary time that we live in now, specifically with this new strain which is out there. You had the case, of course, in Colorado, and now you have the case in California where it was a 30-year-old male who never even left the county, never has been out of the country, and he tested positive. They have no idea how he even got it. But as I sit here looking over the different news headlines, and this is actually on Drudge Report that I'm looking at right now. America's daily death nears 4,000. Super strain tsunami. When I actually open up the link, it pulls over to the dailymail.uk website. U.S. braces for super COVID tsunami. Dr. Fauci warns 70% more contagious strain, which has brought UK to its knees, will now rip through America as 2 cases are confirmed in California, in Colorado. One side note before I go any further with this. This virus cannot be new to the country. The new strain that they're talking about in California and Colorado, Just think about for a second the number of flights that we have incoming and outgoing from this country any given day. You and I both know, and here in New York, our illustrious governor, Governor Cuomo, even stated, I think it was a few days ago, might have been a week ago, about this new strain, where it has been here a lot longer. In this case, he's talking about New York City. But we know that the new strain is here. It is with us, which is why we need to be even more vigilant and more hyper aware of our surroundings and what is going on. The constant washing of hands, using hand sanitizers. If you have disposable masks, dispose of them. Look around. You can find KN95 masks. There's tons of them everywhere online. I have a ton of them. I use both cloth masks and N95 masks. I do have full face respirators. God, I'm trying to think what else I have. P100 respirators I also have as well. Usually 9 times out of 10, I'll wear one of the N95 masks. I built a UV disinfectant box out of nothing more than a cardboard box. I put a piece of mirror on the bottom and lined the sides with aluminum foil, the shiny side out. I'm thinking you could probably put the shiny side on the bottom if you don't have an old mirror and you know how to cut down a mirror, to make your own disinfectant type chamber. I have cloth masks, face masks that I'll wear when I'm out and about sometimes. Every night, if I'm wearing one, they all go into our UV box. Go through, put our masks in, put it on for half an hour, 45 minutes one side, wait for the timer to go off, flip them over, put it back on again. I'll actually put in the comments section a link for the UV lamp that I use. I actually purchased mine way back when all this started to break loose and Amazon had no UV lamps on hand. I bought 4 of them. I kept 3 and kept one basically for a spare. Now, of course, there's a ton everywhere that you can use. I know that the pricing has gone up on some of them, but I'll include the link for the one that I use in particular. But going back to this one news story, it says the country on Wednesday recorded the deadliest day since April with 981 COVID fatalities and 50,000 cases. California became the second state on Wednesday to report finding the new strain of the virus after Colorado. Dr. Fauci on Thursday said it's inevitable that the new COVID strain will spread across the U.S. You'll be hearing reports from other states and more cases in the state that is already reported. I think that is a given. We're definitely going to be seeing more cases of it. You and I both know about it. We need to stay hyper vigilant, folks, over what is going on, especially with this new strain. Hopefully you all are staying safe and being extra cautious. Reading over some of these news headlines that they have here, and I apologize for the delay. I actually just hit the refresh button. Vaccine rollout disaster. Wisconsin healthcare worker intentionally ruins 500 doses. Pharmacist arrested. The orange steaks, which I am grabbing here, are made by a company called Coughlin's out of Canada. They are absolutely fantastic, light, strong, and secure. I have had them in the ground with winds up to 60 miles an hour and have yet to lose a single steak. I highly recommend them to anyone. Still party. As I round the corner here, I'm going to be reaching for a fire starter packet, which I pick up and I look at, and I was actually thinking about purchasing it, but I decided at that particular time that I'm going to be doing another video in several weeks for fire and fire starters, and at that time I'll actually purchase this particular packet for everyone to see. You need to be aware of these things. The next item that I'm going to be grabbing is some waterproof matches. They come in a heavy-duty plastic container with a rubber O-ring and a light cloth material underneath the lid to help keep the matches secure. The matches have a burn time of about 15 seconds and are absolutely phenomenal. I highly recommend them to everyone.
Here I am looking at several different heavy-duty tarps. The one that I grabbed, if I remember correctly, was a 8x10. These tarps were roughly $9 compared with going to a big box store like Home Depot or Lowe's, where they are over $30. Another quick thing that I forgot to mention is for the matches, they have these refill packs, which are roughly about $2.95 each. There's enough matches to refill the plastic container and are absolutely wonderful, and I highly recommend. As I walk down the aisle towards where the ammunition and the sporting goods are stored, I am checking out the various sections which had holes from the last several weeks and or months, making note of them. Usually when I walk through sections I make a mental note instead of writing it down, or I will take a picture to write down at a later date.
Regardless if it is food, if it is ammunition, or something that's firearm related, do more searching.
Here I am looking at the various different freeze-dried meals. I wish my particular store had more of a bigger selection. Unfortunately, they do not.
Find different things that I'm trying to procure before the new
Another thing that I wish
comes in.
My store had more of is more of items that were of a survival nature. The one thing that I would like to recommend for everybody to pick up is a Sawyer water filter. Whether one of their Life straws or their various other products, they come with a lifetime guarantee and they are absolutely wonderful. I have several different of the light straws that I keep in various different bags, from my truck to go bags to even a bag that I have at work. I would rather have the product than not need it than need the product and not have it. I highly recommend this item as well.
COVID strain found in China. Highly contagious variant was detected in a woman who had flown from the UK, where
as I'm walking back over to my car, right behind me is where the ammunition and the gun rack would be. One thing that I do not have on this video is I was talking to the employee who was standing behind. You can see in the background there are no firearms in the case and there's no ammunition in the case. To the right of the ammunition case there used to be boxes upon boxes of shotgun shells, no more. Here's where things truly got interesting, and I will let you listen into what the employee said now.
Just like you would. And the product is phenomenal, easy to set up, got a month free, and I think it's about $25 a month right now for what I have. But the service, absolutely wonderful. I have no issues with it whatsoever. It does what it does, and I have a good peace of mind now. Have you thought about installing some hunting cameras? Do you have pets? Do you have dogs? Next door who sees when you come in the driveway, or as I commonly refer to him, as somebody that's being a Hawkeye. My grandmother was one of those. Pull in the driveway, she automatically lean forward, see who you were. Hopefully 2021 will be much better. Personally, I don't think that it will be. Between COVID, you have food shortages, you have, and this is one thing that I haven't talked about, considering, well, it's still semi-new news. You have the explosion in Nashville, and the guy who supposedly was paranoid over 5G. And of course you have the attack on the gas system out in, I believe it was Aspen, Colorado. And I apologize if I'm wrong. I remember hearing about it late last night. I can truly see there being more attacks on the infrastructure going forward. I mean, even in my area, I can think of a dam which is within probably about 2 miles of my house that has fences around it, barbed wire on the top. They only have security cameras near the doors. There's no active security patrols, and there's nobody that's ever there, since everything, of course, is run remotely now. Even other locations, gas substations, electric substations, no security systems. I mean, I can truly see there being many, many more attacks, more online hacks, cyber attacks into our infrastructure. When are our lights going to go out, or the gas going to shut off, or the water plants? I mean, our infrastructure, a lot of it is aging, a lot of it is underprotected. I could truly see there being more intrusions into this particular area. It is going to be a bumpy year, I have a feeling, for 2021. I pray to God that I hope that I am wrong. Just a feeling that I have. I'm uneasy about the possible new presidential administration coming in. I'm not a fan of either one of the two, and I'm worried about that. If you have not already gone out, folks, yet, and looked into a firearm, go out now. Get what you can get. Look around. There's still a lot of good deals that are out there, especially for your personal safety. I guess with where I'm trying to go with this is towards the security aspect, and this, with things going to be getting worse, and between layoffs still increasing, people still losing their jobs. How desperate are people going to get? I know in my own area there's been a lot of crime, people having their groceries taken, and right out in the parking lot of a Walmart. There's a lot of desperate folks out there. We all need to be hyper vigilant over what is going on with our surroundings and our families, and heck, even looking around the parking lot. Make sure you are aware of your surroundings. It's like looking in front of your car. Other cars that are around you, are there people that are in there? I routinely do this. I've done it for years. It's part of who I am now, where I will memorize the type of car it is and the license plate. And my daughter used to joke with me, used to think that I was full of crap. And one day we were going into a Walmart, and I recited to her the last 5 cars that were near us, where there were people in the cars with their plate numbers. And it's just something that I've done personally for years, that I've worked on for the longest period of time, just to be on the safe side. You can never be too safe. If you don't have a firearm, look into getting one. If you don't have a security system, look into possibly getting one. Put in better locks on your doors. Put in 3-inch screws into the striker plate and reinforce the hinges. Motion sensors outside, any type of lighting outside. It's already been proven it's going to keep people away. We all need to stay safe, folks. Look into bettering yourself for 2021, whether it is learning more about survival, if it is learning more about first aid. If you want to do, heck, Taekwondo, Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu, and I apologize, I was just going to say something and I completely blanked out. Other forms of martial arts. Anything you can do to become a better person. Let's all stay safe. Let's have a happy New Year's. I'll be working on a new video tomorrow. I apologize, this one is a little different. I'm going to work on the different formats. It's getting a little too cold outside right now for me to be doing the type of videos that I want, but I'll be working on it. But have an awesome night. Happy New Year's. And I will be coming back to you in 2021. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, please share, please hit the subscribe button below. I'm trying to help the channel grow. I want to make this into a much larger community. Please leave a comment if you have questions about my background, with what I think about possible things. By all means, hit me up. I love fielding different types of questions, even if it's not about what I'm jabbering about at that point in time. Please hit me up with a question. I'd love to answer them, and I look forward to making more videos for you. Anyways, have an awesome night. I am going to be heading back home now and getting ready to celebrate the new year, and I will be coming to you soon. Have an awesome night. I'll talk to you later. Good night.